Mid-October is very important and influential for beneficiaries of monthly benefits, including Social Security, Retirement, Disability, SSDI, Survivors, and SSI. Let's get into it and discuss why October is such an important month. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I am back each and every day in videos just like this one to keep you updated with everything going on right now and to help you out in any way that I possibly can. I do hours and hours of research. I take all that information, I boil it down into these short videos, and I deliver it to you so that I can help you out through this time, because I get it. It is very confusing, it's difficult, and the struggle is very much real right now for tens of millions of people in this country. So, if you like the sound of that, just remember I'm here to help out in any way that I can with honest, accurate, and transparent information every single day. So please make sure to subscribe right down below the video and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. Ask them to come over, check out some videos, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. Let's get into it and discuss mid-October. So, as I mentioned, mid-October is actually a very important time. We have a few key announcements coming out in mid-October that we certainly want to pay attention to, because this is going to indicate some very important information for about 80 million beneficiaries of all of these benefits that I mentioned at the beginning of the video: Social Security, Retirement, Disability, SSDI, Survivors, and SSI. There's about 80 million people that draw on these benefits each and every month. That's a lot of people, right? That's a large percentage of our population right here in this country, where there's about 333 million people. Yeah, do the math. It's a large percentage of people getting these benefits. So, the key date, there's a couple key dates, in fact. The first one I want to talk about is actually October 13th. Now, on October 13th, we're going to be getting a key announcement for an economic report. Now, this one is for the CPI number. CPI stands for Consumer Price Index. Now, this is what measures inflation. It is going to give us the CPI number in the morning of October 13th for the month of September. So we'll be able to see for the month of September how much inflation we actually had. Okay, good. Now that we have this CPI number, what does it mean? Why do we even care about this CPI number for the month of September? Well, here's the reason why. Because we know that Social Security Administration calculates their annual COLA raise, otherwise known as cost of living adjustment, by taking July, August, and September inflation data. They put it all together and they run an average of the inflation, and then they figure out the cost of living adjustment going forward into the following year. So, once we get this final announcement on inflation on October 13th for the month of September, we can finally put together all of the pieces of the puzzle to actually figure out what the COLA is going to be for 2022 for all of these millions of beneficiaries. Now, here's the thing. Over the last few months here, I've been bringing you this CPI number and all of the inflation data going forward each and every month, because we want to keep an eye on this to see what inflation is actually doing. Well, as you know, I don't need to tell anybody this. We all know this because we feel it every time we go out and we spend money on essentially anything. Whether you're going to the grocery store, buying groceries, you're buying gas for your car, you're buying literally anything. Prices have inflated quite a bit this year, just since the beginning of the year, right? I know you feel it. I know I feel it. Everybody is feeling it right now. Prices have gone up significantly. So we know that inflation is very much real during this time. But since I've been following all this very closely, I've been bringing you all this information on inflation over the last few months here, and coming forward with all these projections out of the Senior Citizens League after the CPI numbers and the inflation data is released. I've been coming forward saying, hey, the Senior Citizens League, based on the latest report, is coming forward saying that the COLA could be, blank, whatever happens to be. We've seen reports from 4.7%, 5.1%, 6.1%, 6.2%. It keeps going up, right? So here's the thing. Now that we will get this official report here in a matter of just a short time from now, we will have the official CPI number and we will have the official inflation data so that Social Security can finally run the information as far as the COLA raise, and then shortly thereafter. I have not found a specific date in which Social Security will be announcing that. However, typically it's just a few days after the inflation data is released. So we would anticipate probably within a few days after that official inflation number is released, we'll probably have the official announcement out of the Social Security Administration as far as what the COLA raise for 2022 will actually be. Now, there are numbers all across the board. I've seen numbers as high as 7.2% for 2022. But okay, we all have to understand and recognize it's not official until Social Security sings, right? Yeah, that's basically how it comes down to. So, once Social Security runs these numbers and they are actually out with their official announcement, that's what it's going to be. Regardless of what they say, that's what it is. So even though we've seen all these other reports coming out and we've seen inflation and COLA, a potential COLA, preliminary COLA numbers all across the board, 4.7 all the way up to 7.2% and everywhere in between, it's whatever Social Security calculates. So, we just have to sit and wait. There's nothing we can do about it. We just literally have to sit and wait for that number. But once we get it, we can start calculating what will our new benefits look like based on that official announcement of the COLA raise. And once we get that official announcement, of course, I'll be right back here for you. I will run a bunch of different numbers and calculations, and I'll lay it all out and let you know what your benefit could look like in 2022 as a result of the COLA that they identify going forward. Let's just cross our fingers that they actually calculate a nice high number. Now, I get it. There's a lot of controversy about the COLA. I see all the comments down below anytime I ever talk about it. There's comments saying like, oh, when we get a COLA raise, they just take it away by raising our rents or reducing our SNAP benefits or taking away other resources that we get. I get it. You know what I mean? It's frustrating. It's, I don't know. It's just like where's a happy medium? You kind of know what I mean? So it's like, they raise Medicare Part B premiums. So it's like, what's the solution here? Do they just not give a COLA raise? If that's the case, then I think a lot of us would be sitting here saying, seriously? No COLA raise? I can't believe it. They're not giving us anything. But then on the other hand, when they give us one, I get it. We all think about it and think, oh, great. Now they're going to reduce all of our other benefits. So I get it. It's, it's kind of like a back and forth kind of thing here. But either way, the fact that they're going to give us a little bit more money is a good thing. Let's just hope that they come together and actually maybe think about all these other things that may be reduced as a result and think, it's a tough time right now. Let's not raise Medicare Part B premiums, which, well, let's be real. We already know that that's coming. It's just a matter of how much is it actually going to be raised, which again, when we get that announcement, that should be coming relatively soonish also. When we get that one, of course, I'll let you know on that one as well. But we certainly don't want to look at that one. That's not good news at all. We want to know how much money are we going to get and keep, not how much money are we going to get and then watch them take away, right? That's never fun. But either way, the middle of October will be very important with the official date of the inflation numbers coming out on the 13th, and then shortly followed up thereafter will be the numbers as far as the COLA announcement out of Social Security. And I'll be the first one right here to tell you exactly what that is. So, again, like I said, make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so. I'm back each and every day to help you out in any way that I can. It's very much important to me. I'm very committed and dedicated to everybody here on the channel, and I will continue to be going forward because I get it. It's a tough time right now. Everybody's struggling to some extent. Everybody is struggling and everybody's struggle is different, but either way, it's a struggle for everybody, right? So either way, I'll be here for you every single day. Subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and of course, go back and check out some of the other videos right here on the channel as we have 1,500 videos. Thank you again. I truly appreciate it. I hope this helps you out. And of course, I will keep you tuned and make sure to stay tuned to make sure that you watch all the videos as there's some very important information coming out here relatively soon. So enjoy, and I'll catch you again in the next video.